Yeah.
Hey yo, man, it's your time. Man, fuck poverty. Get this money, man. What the fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
I can tell you're mad at me just by how your face look. You can check this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the felony judgmental podcast.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. So we go on to TikTok for this one. This is from TikToker Brenaialexandria, Brenaialexandria. And she's a single mother. And she's moving back into the mother's house in the basement.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of those.
Yes, really.
Who told us that it was smart to be single and pay all your bills by yourself? Car, house, what is called rent, light bill, water bill, gas bill, grass cut, insurance.
I thought that was called being an adult.
Daycare.
Yes.
ABA therapy for my son. What the fuck? I'm done. My mom's single. I'm single. Her house, she owns her house. I'm renting my house. Her bills are half of what I'm paying. Not even half. Why the fuck am I paying full rent for some shit that I'm not gonna own? I'm done. I'm moving back in with my mom. And right now,
If I was the mom, I was like, well, don't come back over here.
No, if your mom is, if she's single and you got this big ass house, just let your daughter come back if she's struggling. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Well, she having kids, so where's the dad?
You know,
See,
this is the same situation we always talk about. Some fucking joker that got 3 or 4 baby moms says ain't worth shit. That's what she had the kid with.
I see your point. If she didn't have any children, anything like that, and she was like, "Mom, I'm struggling. I can't afford this and that. Can I move in with you?" Fine. But you making, like you said, you making adult decisions. I don't know how old these kids are, but you making adult decisions. Then
Well,
you
she
just
said
going
kids. She didn't say kids, so we assume it's one. And with one, you can come on back. More than one,
okay.
shit. I don't know about that. Now you cutting it close.
Mm-hmm.
the basement because this is where I'm gonna live until I get married. Fuck this.
See, you could have had that life. That's
Yeah, I
what
was
I'm
about to
talking
say
about.
that's what you're supposed to do from the jump.
Exactly. That's
Don't
what I
have any
mean.
kids.
You could have had that lifestyle before you start having children. You made a conscious decision to have children or a child, as you said. You
Now,
made a
who want to scoop her up out of her mom's basement and she already got kids or a kid
Oh
and her
man,
mindset?
sir, some that don't care. Some players don't care anything about that. They bang her right on the couch while the mom's sitting upstairs watching TV.
Yeah, well, crackheads and prostitutes always getting banged too. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
It's a fucking scam. It's a scam. They lied to us. It's a fucking illusion. Tell me, you live by yourself? I've been living by myself for years, for damn near 10 years. And the last boyfriend I had was my kid's dad. That was 2 years ago.
She said kids plural.
And this nigga wasn't even at my house like that. I don't have company. I stay in my room. My kids stay in their room. We use the top half of the house, and that's it. I'm paying full motherfucking rent. In the apartment I stayed in, I never.
As an apartment, what the fuck are you talking about? You live in the top half. You want the bottom half? If you got your ends right, you can have that too.
Which just means like a big ass closet in my house. What the fuck was the point? There's no point. There's no point. It's a fucking scam. All the
Motherfuckers is so entitled, man. It's like you get what you work for, what you can afford.
Okay, now is in your opinion, is that you said entitled, is that a woman thing, a young person thing? What's your opinion?
Well, it was a young women thing, or just a women thing. But now with this new age men and shit like that, it's just I would say a young person thing.
Okay.
understand it except us. Fuck that. I'm going to live with my mama, travel the way I want to, eat the way I want to, live the way I want to.
So mama ain't gonna be getting broke off. She wanna go on vacation. Who gonna watch these kids? You gonna have to give your mom something. Shit.
She already probably living rent free instead of chipping in. She probably ain't even paying her mom to stay there.
This is crazy. Yeah. This shit is not for, look, not to say that I won't ever.
You make shitty decisions and then you turn around and want to say it's a scam and it ain't fair and all this type of shit. You chose that life.
It's gonna be a while, at least 3 or 4 years. Shit, she ain't getting no man no time soon.
Damn.
Fuck, and then she ain't even gotta work no more. Hell no, this shit.
So mom can't have a social life. She got to watch your kids.
So mom did it right, and now you want to step into her fucking situation.
Right.
Living by herself. At this, I realized I got a big ass house, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, full basement. For what? A status symbol. To who? There's nobody to show off to. Nobody's watching.
Why is she showing off? Because she want to have nice shit.
That's the problem. People.
This is crazy to me.
Feeling
the mom, she didn't say she paying mortgage. She said she owned the house and she don't got to work.
Mm-hmm.
So either she married the right dude or she got her weight up and she handled her business and now she chilling. So why come in there and fuck up her peace situation?
Yeah, that's why I said, well, don't come over here. Find another way. But then again,
like I said, if I had one daughter, if she had one daughter and that was my daughter, I would let her back in. If I was a big ass, if I had room, a big ass house and shit like that.
right.
But you got a whole bunch of kids and all that shit. Oh no, you better figure it out.
Well, then again, people play the game where as though if you told her, well, you can't come over here, then she'll play the game where you can't see the grandkids. So you're just like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Oh, she no, the way she's struggling, she'd be happy for them to drop them kids off from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't charge her if she get a babysitter. At least they're gonna charge her, so she wouldn't keep the kids from me.
And nobody's watching. People think they succeed in front of people, and nobody's fucking watching. It's a scam. It's an illusion. I'm done. I'm about to travel the world.
I'm pretty sure she saw other females in that same situation and she didn't care. She wanted to have them kids out of wedlock and run the streets and do what she want.
Yep.
Now motherfucking bills on that ass and she got to move back home.
This ain't the 80s or early 90s. You already know what can happen when you have an unprotected sex like that, like how you said.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't no excuse. It was a mistake. It just happened. In the 80s you can say some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
When the fuck I want to, how the fuck I want to, because now I'm gonna have money for real. I ain't gonna be house poor.
Now, if my daughter moved back in with me with her kid, she can't run the streets though. She got like a curfew. I might not even give her a damn key to the house.
You like, damn.
Because obviously you make bad decisions, and I don't know if I'm gonna come home and there's gonna be some niggas in my crib, or you gonna be smoking weed or what. You know what I mean? So I don't think you need a key. I'm home, like you said, if you ain't working, so I'm home and shit. So you know what I mean. You can be there when I'm there. When I lock the doors at night, the doors is locked. Don't be go running the streets. If you out there, you out there.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got another TikTok video. This is from vashasdigitalworld, VASHASDIGITAL world WRLD. She says her ex-boyfriend is broke and all he do is play video games all day, as if he just start playing video games out of the blue.
It's her ex-boyfriend, so what difference do it make?
Here we go.
I want to hear something sad. I just got off the phone with my ex, and I should not be talking to him because I said I was over him, but I get in the stages where I miss him. So
she's not over him, exactly.
Oh, no,
just what she's about to say, right?
She's trying to throw a fucking buffer in the mix,
right?
When he called me, I answered the phone, and I know I shouldn't, but that's another story for another day. But anywho, his birthday is tomorrow. So I asked him, I said, your birthday tomorrow, so what you doing?
Why do you care?
Well, I was about to say the same shit.
And he was like, I ain't doing nothing. I was like, what you mean you're not doing nothing? You're turning 34. And I know last year you told me that you would like to go to Atlanta, take a trip. And then he was like, I ain't got the money for it. I was like, how you don't have the money for it? Like, you've been talking about this. So, what happened to the money that you should have been saving all this time? So he was like, bills. I got to pay bills. That's why I hadn't been able to save, because of bills that I got to pay. And I was like, that just disgusted me, because this is the problem. This is the one of the main problems we had when we was together. You know, like, where is your ambition? Where is your go getter? Where is your thrive?
What does the hell I got an ambition and go getting have to do with him not wanting to go to Atlanta because he got to pay bills?
He making the right choice. I'm not going to party and I'm paying my motherfucking bills. What's wrong with that?
Exactly. Right.
Like, to go get more money at. So I told him, I said, you got to stop blaming bills, because bills are always going to be there. You know, it's up to you.
And that's why these women is the most in debt, because they'll fucking use a credit card over and over. Ain't worrying about when they're going to pay it back.
To be able to pay your bills, have money in your pocket, and be able to save. And I told him, I said, you got to get your money up. Like, you know, what you doing?
Why do you care? That's what I would have said. Why
the fuck do you
care? Exactly.
She's banging him, and she want to go to Atlanta with him.
And I know what he's doing. I know him. You know, I've been with him for 3 years, and I know he's on the game for 13, 14, 15 hours.
Hey, look, that's fun, and it's a way of not spending money.
Right. And what the hell? He got electricity. He got a TV. He bought a game system, and obviously he paying for either the PSN or the Xbox Live,
Internet.
one or the other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he ain't got to pay for no restaurant food. He ain't got to fucking pay for no gas in his car. He ain't got to pay for drinks. He chilling.
Right. Look how it paused. Look at that face on her with how it paused right here.
No, I kid you not. How you on the game that long? You're finna be 34 tomorrow. How are you on the game for that long and you broke?
No one said anything that he was broke. Where did he say that I didn't have any money? He said I'm using my money to pay bills, like you said. I didn't hear anything about broke or he called her to borrow some money or something.
Like you said, he got his own spot and he paying his own bills. Leave that man alone.
You broke.
Like you said, she just mad because she wanted to go to Atlanta with him, and that's all she thought, that they was all gonna go to Atlanta together. And he threw the wrench in the game, and he didn't want to go. That's what all this problem is.
He probably said, she said, well, what you doing for your birthday? Well, I was thinking about going, oh, that sounds so fun, this and that. Yeah, but I changed my mind. Then she said, oh shit, but why you change your mind? All this type shit, because she knows she wanted to fucking jump on that trip.
Yep. Well, how you on a game for 13 hours?
And you're getting paid to stream while you on the game, but that 12, 13, 14 hours that you are on the game, you could be using that time to learn a high income skill. You could be using that time to find a side hustle, to go cut somebody grass, or to pick up somebody leaves off the ground or something. You get what I'm saying? Like,
shut up, girl.
No,
I'm just
I don't.
glad that guy got me out that relationship. Like, nothing really changing about my ex.
You glad that God got you out the relationship, but you calling him. He ain't call you.
And you mad that he not going to Atlanta.
Right.
That don't even make sense.
be want to talk to him and catch up on things, but ain't nothing.
Why? Find your own life. She
ain't got no man. She ain't got no man, and she's still throwing that cat at him.
Right.
Nothing changing about that man, and it's sad, but I'm glad God delivered me from that atmosphere, like that energy that he brought.
God delivered you from the atmosphere, but you went back in the atmosphere to talk to him.
Because he's has laziness upon him, and not wanting to do anything, and just wanting to stay the same. He has stagnation upon him, and that was all the things I desperately prayed and asked God to deliver me from, because I did not want it to be like that.
Nobody said anything he was lazy.
You know, so it's just something that just disgusted me. I think I shouldn't pick up the phone next time.
Oh, yes, you will.
Yep. Now I don't care what you say, Philip. That shit is funny. These TikTokers is funny. You don't find that funny?
I think some of these people just seek attention so bad that they'll do anything. Now, she threw my man under the bus, and he probably thinking they still good friends and shit.
Yep.
She dogging him out.
Yep. And like we said before, she on the internet, and like people know her, and like, oh, is that Antoine she talking about? Well, damn, Antoine don't have no money. All Antoine do is sit at home and play video games all day. If he did that, he, like you said, he's sitting in his own house. So,
and she said he a gamer, so he is getting a check. What do you want him to stop getting that check so he can go cut some grass? Right. She don't make no sense.
All right, we going to Wichita, Kansas, where Keiara Bickett is charged with felony neglect charges after her 2-year-old son, Javarius, fatally shot himself with a gun he found in her unsecured purse. Now, the first clip is they're talking about what happened, and the girl's mom is on here talking about the situation. Here's the report.
A question now that's being debated. When a 2-year-old gets a hold
And this woman right here is fine, too.
of a parent's gun and then
The green one, the black one.
shoots themselves,
I know who you're talking about.
much should that parent be held responsible?
And that's the question our community wrestles with in 2 cases where the parents are now charged with neglect. Rich and I talked to 2 families today, still grieving and now facing the justice system.
Melissa Etheridge holds a photo collage of her grandson, Javarius Bickett. His image is tattooed on her right arm. She still grieves for Javarius, a 2-year-old who shot and killed himself June 19th. Court records say Javarius found his mom's gun in her unzipped purse in the middle console of their car in a CVS parking lot. The toddler was apparently right between his mom, Keiara Bickett, and his 8-year-old sister.
So the kid,
She lying and she wasn't in the car.
Okay, let's just say the kid was in the car. I mean, she was in the car, and the kid was sitting the kid was sitting on the driver's side and the passenger side then, right?
Yes.
With no baby seat. At 2
In
years old.
In the console, getting your gun while you're in the driver's seat. She wasn't in that car. I don't believe it.
In the front seat.
It was an absolute accident.
That wasn't an accident, ma'am. That just
She may have had negligence for the not having the gun in a safe place, but she would never harm any of her children. She loves her kids to death. It's tearing me up. It's tearing her daughter up.
Bickett is charged with neglect of a dependent resulting in death, a level 1 felony with a sentence of 20 to 40 years.
good.
They should give her 20.
Exactly. She's not going to get 20, though. The judicial system did the right thing here. We always talk about how wrong they do and convict people who didn't do the actual crime. Well, they did the right thing right here because they need to start charging these parents with stuff like this.
Everybody's painting a picture of her that she's an evil person. She is a great...
But at the end of the day, she knew that she had that gun in that bag. So why would you let that kid even in the vicinity of your purse?
There's no way, like even when I'm driving, when Shay goes into the middle console, I notice it. I feel it. I can see it in my peripheral visions. Most of the time I got to move my arm because that's almost like an armrest when you're driving. So how this little kid fumbling around in your armrest while you sitting in the car? And you know the gun is in there, so it don't make no sense to me.
Like you said, she ran into that store and it happened. But they don't want to say,
She takes care of her children. She does not do anything that would ever harm her children. She takes very good care.
What'd you say?
I said she just did. I hate when they fucking hype somebody up so much. She takes very good care. She wouldn't do anything to harm him. She just did. That was neglect, and she put him. It's pretty much her fault. The kid is gone.
Right. But at the end of the day, the kid wasn't in the car seat. How can you be in a car seat and fumble in the middle of council in a purse for a gun? The kid wasn't in the seat. He's 2.
Care of them. They have everything they want, everything they need.
An Indianapolis father, Leonte Anderson, faces the same charge in the shooting death of his 2-year-old daughter, Harmony, on July 11th in a bedroom in this house on Ralston Avenue. Police believe Harmony found her father's loaded gun on top of a shoe rack. 2 women were leaving the house when I arrived on Thursday. They didn't want to talk on camera, but a woman who said she is Harmony's grandmother said it's just a sad situation, and she expects the father to turn himself in soon. Keiara Bickett bonded out of jail Thursday afternoon and makes her initial court appearance Friday morning. In Indianapolis, Rich and I, 13 News.
Thank you, Rich. It's just so unfortunate. There is an active warrant for Leonte Anderson.
Who?
I said, is that your type?
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with her?
Huh?
What's wrong with her?
She all right. I'm pretty sure she got one of them little waist trainer joints on though, so it might be something serious when you break it down.
How you figure? How you figure she need a waist trainer? How dare you?
Look at her shoulders. She got some big shoulders and some big arms. That's a key giveaway right there.
Then with the 20,000.
When they wear them outfits like that, that's just real tight and put together. That's when you got to question it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She a big girl, I could tell. I mean, she is pretty though.
$1,000 cash bond when he is arrested.
All right, here's the what's the girl name? Keiara Bickett. Here's Keiara Bickett in court.
An Indianapolis mother made her initial court appearance today on a neglect charge.
There's my girl again. Now, you still saying she a big?
Yep,
She got that.
I see it.
Javarius Bickett shot and killed himself with a gun that he found
Still
in his
fine,
mom's
though.
purse. Rich Nye had his camera in the courtroom as Keiara Bickett learned whether she can continue to care for her daughter while awaiting trial.
28-year-old Keiara Bickett is free on a $50,000 surety bond. She walked into the courtroom Friday hoping the judge would allow her to keep caring for her 9-year-old daughter while she awaits trial on a charge of neglect of a dependent resulting in death.
Why would a court, first of all, why would a court do that? You showed your ignorance and neglect when you let your little kid fucking get a gun. And now we're supposed to leave you another kid? That don't even make sense.
The kid should automatically go to the child's if the father ain't around, they got a family member, their grandmama, somebody.
Yes. You should be in the crib by yourself with a damn ankle monitor on.
Yes.
Old son Javarius shot himself in the face and died June 19th. Javarius was apparently between his mom and sister in the front seat of the car as the family drove through a CVS parking lot when the toddler found the loaded gun in his mom's unzipped purse in the console. Bickett fought tears as the state asked for a no-contact order with her daughter, in part because the girl witnessed
Don't
the
nobody
shooting.
care about them crocodile tears.
Now.
She's in school.
Okay, is she in your custody right now?
Yes.
Okay, was there a CPS investigation?
The CPS said it was a lady, a DCS lady. She said that it's no case open with my daughter. It was really just for my son because of my son's situation.
Right. Okay. And so there was no further action.
If I was a judge, I'd have been smart. I'd have said, well, what situation is that with your son?
Well, you can tell, like, even though I was talking about crocodile tears, you can tell it's really fucked up and she didn't want that to happen, but you still wasn't responsible. When you got a gun, that's a lot of responsibility, especially when you got little kids around.
Yes.
Action taken with regard to with your child?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you had care and custody of her ever since this incident?
Yeah, since the day it happened.
Okay.
Magistrate Peggy Hart took the no-contact order under advisement.
That's the law they should do. If the one of the parents has a child neglect charge, the kid should automatically go to the child's parent or family or guardian, grandmama on the dad's side or whatever, or the mom's side, whatever you want to call it. That's what they should do. Because, like you said, she already neglected one child. Why in the hell would you give her access to the other child? Now you're wondering, like, well, what the hell is going on in the house? Do you have guns laying everywhere?
So she had two little kids sharing the front seat? It don't make no sense.
Right.
There's only two seats in the front. How this kid sitting between two people?
Right. And the kid should be in a car seat anyway at 2.
Yes.
And he shouldn't be. If you strapped up in the car seat, you don't have access to be going on somebody's purse and pulling out a gun out.
Until the next court hearing. Bickett faces a sentence of 20 to 40 years if convicted. Her mother believes that's unfair, on top of the grief from what she calls an absolute accident. Bickett told the judge.
Okay, so do the mom think she shouldn't get any jail time?
The mom don't want her to go to jail.
She will hire her own attorney, and she's due back in court with that attorney on September 5th. The jury trial is scheduled for November 18th. At the Marion County Community Justice Campus, Rich Nye, 13 News.
That's such a tough story all the way around. Bickett declined to comment outside the courtroom. Her mother did tell Rich in an interview that you saw on 13 News at 5 yesterday that her daughter deserves some punishment, but a level 1 felony charge is just too severe for these circumstances.
Well, you heard they said they was coming back to court on September the 5th. So here's the next video, is them coming back to court. Now, the judge said that, well, you'll just listen to this. Here we go.
We start tonight at 5 o'clock with these emotional
Yes, and she back again.
moments from the courtroom earlier today. It all occurred.
You know, she kind of favors like a little. I guess I don't want to say lighter because there's a lot of lights in the room, so I don't know how dark she is. But she kind of looks facially in the face like Gabrielle Union. Do you
As an
see it?
Indianapolis mother lost custody
No.
of her daughter,
You don't see
at
Gabrielle
least
Union in the
temporarily.
face?
No.
The decision follows the death
I don't
of
like
her
Gabrielle
father,
Union face. This girl right here is pretty.
Okay.
who accidentally shot and killed himself using the mom's gun.
Rich Nye had his camera in the courtroom when the judge issued the no contact order, adding to this mother's grief.
Listen to me.
Keiara Bickett.
Listen to me.
A no contact order.
It's temporary. The child.
So okay, the judge had gave her a no contact order with the child, the other kid.
Is listed as a witness.
Judge Angela Davis told Bickett for now she can have no.
And no, this is not the Black Panther Angela Davis. This Angela Davis is a white woman.
No unsupervised visits with her 9-year-old daughter. Court records say the
unsupervised visits, but listen to this.
Girl was in the front seat of a car with Bickett and 2-year-old Javarius.
Like you said, so it's the daughter, the 2-year-old, and her. So the kid wasn't even strapped in the
seatbelt at all.
Right.
Bickett.
But who was in the back?
Nobody. They tripping.
When the boy found a gun in his mother's unzipped purse and shot and killed himself. The
So
shooting
even when he pulled the gun out, ain't nobody say like, "Oh shit," and try to take it from him.
Right.
It just he pulled the whole gun out and pointed it at himself and shot it. That don't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
In June 19th, while they were driving through a CVS parking lot on the north side of Indy. Bickett is charged with neglect of a dependent resulting in death. The prosecution says Bickett's daughter will be called as a witness in the case. The girl's grandmother will care for the child during the no contact order. But it's a complicated situation.
I know you've had the child since June, right? Yes. And is it your mother, the grandmother?
Yes.
And is it somewhere where you're living?
Yes.
You live at that house?
Yes, and I also take care of my stepfather. He live here too.
The judge will allow Bickett to keep working at the house caring for her stepfather, but she cannot be alone with her daughter.
If the child has questions.
Who's going to grant that if they all in the house
That
together?
sounds crazy.
Exactly. Who's going to grant it? Okay, so the kid going to be in a room. The mom always got to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the mom got to get up and go to the bathroom. Does that mean the kid got to go to the
That's
bathroom
so
with her?
stupid. Yeah, that's stupid.
And you have somebody.
Where is the kid's father? The kid, the daughter's father. Where's the daughter's father?
Either she should have had to go to a halfway house, or somebody else should have took that kid.
Right.
Else talk.
The father side of the family
with the child.
Oh, the dad is in the win, and she don't even know who that is. Probably.
Okay.
Say things like, "Don't say anything, or mom's going to go to jail." Do you understand? You make.
Oh, they didn't already had that discussion on what went down.
Yeah.
Never take the child to school. Pick up the child by yourself. Have any time where there's not another adult.
Melissa Etheridge is the grandmother.
No, this is not Melissa Etheridge, the singer. It's another white woman.
She has a tattoo of Javarius on her arm. The family believes the level 1 felony charge against Keiara is too harsh for an accident. Bickett told the judge she still plans to hire her own attorney and is meeting with one soon. Bickett is due back in court September 22nd when the judge will revisit the terms of the no contact order. At the Marion County Community Justice Campus, Rich Nye, 13.
That's probably the dad right there.
Yeah, that's her dad.
News.
At the next hearing, the judge will consider testimony or a report from the Department of Child Services on whether the no contact order should remain in place until the case is concluded. Bickett faces a 20 to 40-year sentence if convicted.
20 years. Take that 20 years. The kid wasn't in the child's seat. No seat belt. He in a mental console. So the darn kid wasn't even in a seat, period.
She'll get 20, and in good behavior, if she's good in jail, she'll get out in 15.
Yeah, I can see that. We're going to Miami-Dade County, Florida, where Erica Cruz is accused of bumping another woman with her car and threatening to shoot her outside of Miami-Dade Elementary School. Here's the report.
Right now at 3:30, a woman is behind bars after police say she threatened to shoot another woman in the school drop-off line.
And she faced a judge this morning on a number of charges. Local 10's Roy Ramos live in Miami with the latest on the case. Roy.
Louis and Janice, yesterday the first day of school for Miami-Dade County students, and this mother says she was just trying to cross the street with her son who is autistic and unfortunately doesn't walk very quickly. Well, she says that is what enraged another mother who then threatened to shoot her, she says.
She said, I'm going to tell you this. You have one more thing to say. Just say one word and I'm going to shoot you in your face.
Jennifer Escobar reliving the terrifying moment she came face to face with 39-year-old Erica Cruz.
Jesus Christ. Damn, that's a bad 39-year-old. Goodness gracious.
Allegedly threatened to shoot her.
She started cursing at me and she just pushed forward and hit me with the car.
The confrontation all happening as Escobar said she was crossing Northwest 11th Avenue off 81st Street to take her 6-year-old autistic son to class for his first day back to school at Arcola Lake Elementary. Cruz in her car at the same time trying to get her child to class.
She told me to hurry up and I told her you could clearly see that my son has difficulty walking.
But before Escobar could even cross the street, Cruz is seen here in this video, reaching into her purse.
She didn't expose it, but you could tell she had her hand on the gun.
Escobar telling me it was a passing driver who then stepped in, diffusing the tense situation.
Thanks God there was another bystander that was driving, and he said, no, do not pull the trigger.
As Cruz walked off, police quickly responded, placing the elementary school on lockdown to later find the mother leaving the campus with her purse where inside officers would find a gun and arrest her.
She had it inside her purse, but she walked inside the building, inside the campus.
Uh-oh. They're going to get her for that. There's our girl right here, too, Mindy Glazer. They're going to get her for that, bringing that gun inside the school building. How dumb can you be?
All I can say is what a terrible way for your child to begin the first day of school with mom getting hauled off to jail. You know, you have to be an adult and set a good example.
There's our girl laying down the law.
Patience, you got to have patience, especially on the first day of class. Cruz remains behind bars right now, facing a number of charges that include aggravated assault to improper display of a firearm while on school grounds. For now in Northwest Miami-Dade, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
They're going to get her for that one. Now we're going to Cobb County, Georgia, where Mahinda Patel wants an apology after kidnapping charges were dropped. Here's the report.
A Cobb County man
Here's
says
my girl
his life
right here.
was turned
Here's my other
upside
girl.
down when he was falsely accused of trying to kidnap a toddler inside a Walmart.
Last week, charges against Mahinda Patel were dismissed. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Cobb County. And Denise, now that this is all over, Mr. Patel is able to freely speak about.
And there's our soccer mom over here.
What's up with her neck? She look like an alien.
He talked to me about his time in jail, his mugshot posted everywhere, how it affected his life, his family, his business. And it all started when he stopped in at this Walmart last March.
I see a couple of officers pointing gun at me, and I was so frightened. I was like, wow, my life is just turned upside down now completely.
A trip to Walmart ended in a real-life nightmare. 3 days after Mahinda Patel encountered Caroline Miller and her children in the aisle of an Ackworth Walmart, he was arrested and charged with kidnapping.
Assault, battery, and
they the news did a horrible job showing that footage. It looks like the kid maybe was like about to fall off the cart or something. And he like grabbed the kid, like the security kid. Mm-hmm. That's what it kind of looked like.
Kidnapping. When I saw kidnapping, I frozen. I couldn't believe. I was like, kidnapping. And it says that I tried to grab the kid, juvenile, and
well, he should let the kid fall in. He
fled the scene.
He wouldn't have been in jail.
He spent 47 days in
People
jail.
weird like that. People don't want you touching their kids, man. I'm the type nowadays, man, you just got to mind your business.
Hey.
His business dropped. He owns a number of commercial and residential properties.
Yeah, the news did a horrible job because they didn't like roughly explain what he was doing. That's what it looked like.
That he couldn't manage from behind bars. He worried about his family.
Do they got other angles?
And they probably do.
And he feared for his life.
In the jail, people don't take it lightly when you try to do something with the kids. So I got death threats. I got people want to beat me up.
His lawyer obtained surveillance
There we
video
go.
showing Patel only stop to assist
I don't know what I'm looking at.
and not snatch her child. More than 4 months later, all charges against him were dismissed, but the damage was done.
It alters.
What was the kid? And it looked like the kid was on a cart and looked like the kid was about to fall. And he like,
I don't know
whoa,
what I'm
like
looking at.
I don't know either because it's so damn choppy and the angle.
Somebody big or older than one of them little scooters. The
Right.
kid must be sitting on a lap. Maybe he was falling. I don't know what it was.
People's life.
He says he had no idea what was going on in Miller's head, but says she should think hard about saying or doing anything that could affect someone else's life. Patel also says police and the district attorney's office should have done their due diligence while investigating the accusation. The one thing he wants now is an apology.
Nobody has done it.
And some money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you openly right now, they can go out on the TV or whatever social media and just apologize and own up to the mistake they did that got me in a jail for 47 days.
Goodness gracious.
Mr. Patel says he has received an outpouring of support from friends and strangers, and he is thankful for the more than 100,000 people who signed a petition to get him justice. Reporting live in Cobb County, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
So glad he wasn't hurt during those 47 days. It certainly seems fair that he deserves an apology. Denise, thanks.
Oh, hope he wasn't hurt. I'm glad he wasn't hurt. We going to Detroit, Michigan, where Detroit Youth Football Organization suspended for 1 year had the coaches clash with referees. Here's the report.
Every year.
I'll tell you when we
back now with a youth sports brawl having very adult consequences. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Simon Shaquette.
And I'm Glenda Lewis. The organization at the center of a dust-up with a ref at a youth football game has been sidelined for the year. So that news coming from Detroit PAL, and that punishment getting a lot of pushback.
It all happened at a non-sanctioned fundraising game nearly 2 weeks ago in Warren. Tempers flaring as coaches from the East Side Colts got into disagreement with a referee who also had been disciplined. Now the team says their track record of community service and uplift are being discarded over just one mistake.
They ever tell you this time where Torrance son was playing I guess I don't know if that's Pop Warner football, but let's just say football. At that time he had to be like 8, 9, 10. So this is like almost like darn near 20 years ago. So it was Temple. Wherever where Temple football practice at, it was on that field. And the kids had a safety, and the referee had spotted the ball in the wrong. He spotted the ball like in a kickoff. These are old rules now. I don't know what the new rules are where you would spot the ball. He spotted like they was kicking the ball off, and they was trying to tell him that no, it was a safety, so you got to spot it back where you know how you supposed to spot the ball. He wasn't listening. He was just like doing his own thing, and they jumped on the referee in the referee's face, and he like backing up away and everything like that, holding his hands up, and I'm like, oh shit, they about to roll on him. And another head coach had came out, and so another referee, I'm sorry, had came out, and so they had said something to the referee that had walked on the field, and he said, "No, you supposed to spot the ball back, you know, because it was a safety." And they was like, "See, that's what I'm telling you." And then the other dude, he still ain't listening to what they saying. So now, like the women of the team, the women on the team, they're holding the men back, and the men are like trying to choke the referee. Oh, they would have get at him so bad. The scene would have happened just like this if they would have got on. You talk about something funny. Oh man, that thing was so funny.
It's like they don't even care that it's like kids there.
Oh
What kind
no.
of image they showing and shit. They just go for
Hmm.
theirs. When I was coaching 12 and under basketball, man, I used to get a lot of shit from the parents too. They ain't never stepped to me, but they used to give me shit.
Like what?
Like why they kid on the bench, or why they kid ain't getting enough clock, or all types of shit like that. You know what I mean?
Well, how about how they wouldn't take the kid to practice?
Oh shit, that was another thing. Like you got all this mouth to show up at a game, but you can't even bring your kid to practice. Or if you dropped your kid off of practice, then you don't pick them up. Man, I was like a taxi cab back in the day. I was running all around the city dropping kids off after practice because nobody would come in and get them. Now I'm ready to close the gym up and go ahead home, but I can't just leave kids there.
Right.
And I'm telling everybody, like, you know what I mean? Where you live, you know where you live? And these are 12 and under. Some did, some didn't. So I ain't know what the hell to do. It's a mess.
Tonight, players and parents sharing their side of the story with 7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wembley.
The punishment does not fit the crime. That's what the president of the Eastside Coast Youth Sports Organization is telling me after Detroit.
Randy, you know damn well you don't talk like that.
Yeah, the punishment, you can tell by the way he holding his lips and his mouth and stuff that he putting it on. But the punishment do fit the crime. If you put your hands on a referee like that, you should be suspended.
Is it the team or the player?
The team. The team.
So I think the kid should be suspended, and the dad should be like not allowed to be on the premises.
Mm-hmm. No, you mean the kid shouldn't be suspended?
No, he should.
Oh, okay.
Your dad out there rumbling, and you got to roll. You and your dad.
Oh, okay.
Powell decided to suspend that entire organization for a year.
Man, these reporters, man, just be yourself and talk yourself. You don't have to put that fake voice on and make you sound like an idiot. Just be yourself.
Powell is a great organization.
You saw that video where that anchor that was from Philadelphia. I don't know where she do the reports that it's not in Philadelphia. How she put on her North Philly accent, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I give her more respect if she talked like that on the news than that old fake ass voice that she put on.
The only issue I've had with Powell is we never fought children for adult matters.
Until now, says Bobby Christian, who heads up the Eastside Colts.
Not the ref and the coach.
Coaches from his organization were at the center of a skirmish with the referee during a 12 and under fundraising game nearly 2 weeks ago.
My coaches are completely wrong. I suspended them myself. I suspended them personally. You guys are done. They're completely wrong, but I'm not sure how many times you can poke a person before they kind of black out.
What was this referee
doing? The blackout shit.
A lot of things that you can't say on TV. You be this, you a that, I'll kill you this.
Powell initially handed out indefinite suspensions for the coaches and referee. Now 7 News Detroit has learned Powell is suspending the entire Eastside Colts organization, which includes football and cheer teams, for 1 year. Powell provided a statement saying in part,
well, they dropped the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Enforcing a zero-tolerance policy regarding fighting and poor sportsmanship. These measures are necessary to uphold the values of respect, teamwork, and integrity that are central to our mission.
We were supposed to do a cheer jamboree that was just this past Sunday, and we couldn't participate.
Oh, tough. Y'all should have controlled yourselves. You be able to cheer.
Jill Copeland is an Eastside Colts mom and cheer coach.
My girls are suffering from that, and a lot of my girls like.
No, the girls shouldn't have got in trouble.
That's the players' fault.
The girls shouldn't have got in trouble. They should still be able to do their cheering and all that shit. Oh, I mean, well, who they cheering for though? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Anything that they really have that's fun, something that's structured, something that brings positivity to them.
Canceling
while y'all sitting there cussing, cause you talking about cussing? You should have heard all them cussing they was doing on that.
No, I'll believe it. The man just said a whole bunch of cursing and all this stuff.
See,
both ways.
I had a coworker. He used to referee hockey games, and that's a cool little side hustle. But it's like dealing with this bullshit. I can't do it. I can't do it. People, them grown ass men jumping up in your face like that.
It ain't no hustle.
No, I'm talking about little side hustle, side income. That's what I meant by the.
They was paying them?
Yeah, you get paid to be a referee. You make good money to do that on the side.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. That's because he was
I thought
always
just like everybody else, because like the community and stuff, they need refs and they need coaches and all that shit.
No, you get paid for that.
Oh shit.
I know it's because he used to do it all the time, and it was when I meant hustle, I meant like a little something on the side,
Right.
Make a little extra money on the side.
That might be with certain people, because I don't think those refs at our games was getting paid. They was just like me doing it for the love of the kids.
12U coach.
They was getting paid, Phil. You the one that was doing it.
No, they wasn't. My aunt was trying to get anybody she could, the referee, the coach, to do anything, because they had all these kids and pretty much no organization, starting from like the ground up, pretty much.
Or maybe even the 12U completely would have been warranted, but canceling a 6U, a 8U, a 10U, a 13U, a 14U that wasn't even there, that didn't even know what was going on, it's completely unfair. And they told me that they wasn't going to do that.
But other PAL
Don't matter. The bottom line is y'all broke the rules and they came down with the hammer. So just deal with it. Y'all got a year to get your shit together.
Right.
Next year y'all won't be doing that shit because you know what the steep penalty is.
Okay, if you was him, would you bring those other coaches back that got in the fight?
I would I don't know, because I don't know like what all was said and done. Like because I'm pretty sure everybody was there, so you know what was said and done. If your coaches was out of line, then I wouldn't bring them back. If the coaches wasn't out of line, then I would bring them back.
It has to be drawn.
They have to take a stand somewhere to let it know it's not going to be tolerated. And unfortunately, it involves kids, but kids can be switched over to a different team.
And Bobby Tristan plans to appeal PAL's decision, but he admits he's not confident that effort will bear fruit. I'm Randy Wembley, 7 News Detroit.
I
didn't know they still had PAL.
I didn't know that. I thought PAL was only a Philadelphia thing. I say, oh shit, a PAL. You can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at pnljudgementals, Instagram at _judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. Sorry, Phil.
All right, peace out.
You can check the status on my level, not my Facebook. Comments on my photos, that's why I stay on the low. Most of y'all is associates, so I be on my dolo. Hold up, whoa.